Well, you know, things are slow when I'm padding out the video with these teeny tiny parts. This is off the Sony reel-to-reel that I picked up for just a few dollars at a garage sale a month ago or so. This was mounted inside the head cover, which I have already sold, but I took this out because I knew it was to adapt your player for 50 hertz power, which will give a differing speed. And since the United States is on 60 hertz, this is just an add-on adapter. And this sold for $20. This is a Panasonic 8-track player deck that I acquired along with a bunch of other stereo equipment last month. This is an older one as far as it's probably made in the early 70s. Very heavy-duty built transport system. I've gone and cleaned everything out, regular service. You know it's got a good mechanism when it makes that loud a chunky sound when it changes tracks. It's got a hard plastic wood grain case. It even comes with the audio cables already attached. And this sold for $150. Well, this is a pair of apothecary bottles. Very old, stoppers in them. Had these up for sale for quite some time, a number of years now. And I finally took a counter offer to offers that I had sent out. And this pair sold for $35. It's going to the Trinity College Department of Fine Arts in Hartford, Connecticut. Another 2-pack of these vintage blank 8-track tapes made by Scotch, 3M, Maplewood, Minnesota. I used to live right by there. I acquired a whole bunch of these, and they sell a couple times a month, I guess, for 20 bucks for a 2-pack. Another pre-recorded tape from my vast library of reel-to-reel tapes that I pick up at garage sales and auctions. And this is genobertoncini, I think is how you pronounce it. I always listen to these both sides all the way through. That way I can put in the listing that it's been play tested and no sound dropouts or distortions. And this has been up for quite some time. Finally took a best offer of $30 for it. This is a decanter made by Corning. It's got a starburst pattern on it, even on the plastic lid. And I've had this up for sale for quite some time. It was just a garage sale find. And I put out some offers today, and somebody countered with $17 for this. And I figure after a few years, it's time to let it go. This is a button cover, push button for the Marantz 6300 turntable that I had in perfect working condition, but decided to sell it bit by bit and made a lot more money that way. And still selling some parts. This operates the power or the up and down Q portion, lifting the tone arm or setting it back down. And this little button sold for $15. I acquired this old cigar box at a live auction, so it was a number of years ago. It's been up for sale ever since. It just came as part of a box lot, and when I found it, I thought it was interesting. Havana Sticks. It's got a tax stamp, the actual seller's seal from Esterville, Iowa, and I believe it was imported by this company in Kentucky. And it looks like the date of February 5th, 1918. So that long ago, they were probably still able to get Cuban cigars. It was full of these matchbooks. Most of them are just the same. National Bank, somebody's class reunion, and good old Red Owl from the bicentennial. And this box sold on the 4th of July for $50. More boring small parts. This is off a Marantz 2216 amplifier that I bought and it didn't work, but made quite a bit of money on the parts. This is the FM tuning meter, and this sold for $25. So it just gives me confidence when I'm buying amplifiers that if there is a problem with them, most of the parts can be sold. 25 bucks for this tuning meter. This is an electrophonic brand portable 8-track player. It's the kind that you can split the speakers apart and separate them. And I picked this up at a garage sale with a bunch of other tapes, and did a regular cleanup, a new build, things like that for it. It does have a slightly lower volume in the right channel than the left, a little bit muffled. And it's probably due to transistors being old. And I wasn't going to try and locate a schematic, which may have been impossible for this somewhat obscure brand from Japan. So I just sold it as is. I did a video that I included in the listing and stated all the things I did to it and how it sounded. It doesn't sound too bad, and it sold for $65. Some more stereo parts. This is a control panel off the Sony tape recorder, reel-to-reel tape recorder that I picked up at a garage sale for $5, and I didn't figure it would work, but I knew there would be enough parts to make it worthwhile, and it sold quite a few so far. And this gentleman that in England that bought that, as well as these two VU meters, and total for that order was $40. I don't often delve into cassette tapes, pre-recorded cassette tapes that is, but every now and then I'll just kind of acquire a bunch, either from buying stereos or getting them grouped together at a garage sale. And this Metallica Kill 'Em All, I didn't know anything about it until I got home and did a little research. And they can sell for some pretty good money. With cassette tapes, you always want to make sure that that little felt pad in the middle is intact. They're easy to glue back on. Sometimes they're just laying off to the side. But I listened to both sides of this, took pictures with it in the cassette player, so give it a little, my description, a little prominence. And this cassette tape sold for $28.